You and me are not the same. Worth the pain just to make you sweat. You try to tell me that you're over it, yeah. You know I love you, you know I love you. You got something to say. Take me undercover. You'll be my cannibal lover. Blood red lips screaming. Take me undercover. You'll be my cannibal lover. Blood red lips screaming. Red hot blood for the summer. Tear me up, cannibal lover. Red hot blood for the summer. Tear me up, cannibal Take me undercover. Take me undercover. You'll be my cannibal lover. Blood red lips screaming.
Day 3 here in Japan for the Fly A&A Windsurfing World Cup, and we are live right now. We have got the men's final coming up in the first heat. It is going to go off. We were promised big winds today. They haven't quite delivered this morning. We've got about 10 to 13 knots on the course, but on the foil, that is full power. And I'm just watching the boys at the moment, just practicing. Like I said, we're starting in about 4 minutes time. I'm going to go back in the studio, bring it to you live. Stay tuned. This one's going to be a big, big day.
Straight back in. This mic's doing.
Day number 2 here in Japan for the Fly A&A Windsurfing World Cup, and we have a bit of a surprise this morning because there is wind and it looks like we are on.
It looks like it could be fun racing today.
I just rigged the 9-meter. I'm gonna go on big gear.
I hope that we manage to do it well.
Now when we have the foil, it's perfect conditions.
It's nice to be back in Japan. Last time I was here was 2017, and then we were only doing fin. So this is the first time that we're mixing fin and foil, and for me it's very exciting.
I feel excited actually.
Some unexpected wind this morning has produced the goods. We had a full result in the women's elimination. A great battle at the front of the fleet between Marion Mortefon and Hella Oppendal. First for Mortefon, second for Oppendal, and Quan Ching from Hong Kong in third.
Super close battle. It was so fun. Like, I started in the front and then she passed me in a dive and then we kind of went like this all the time.
I took a good start, but Ellie took a bit one. She read first at the first mark, and I made the inside at the jibe, and I passed her and was super close.
So happy because this time is my first time representing Hong Kong.
In the men, we had some super close battles, some tight racing, and even some collisions. But in the end, the wind just dropped right on the final. Looking behind me, you can see the wind has dropped for the day. That was the forecast. The riders are now chilling out, getting ready for tomorrow when the big winds are coming. But don't worry, we've still got action today. The talk on the beaches, towing freestyle. That's it for day number 2, but join us tomorrow because the forecast is 25-30 knots. It's going to be a banger. Welcome, like I said, day number 3 here in Japan. We were promised big wins this morning. They're not quite delivering at the moment, but the way it is looking, they're coming. But we do have enough wind to race. We've got about 10 to 13 knots of wind on the course. So with the foil, like I said before, this is full power slalom action. We've already done the semis. Well, we've done the quarters, the semis, the things. We're already on to the final. So we will kick straight off with the final. We've got the onboard cam of Enrico Marotti as well. He's got the GoPro on his head. So we're hopefully going to bring you a bit of that during the race. First time doing it, so let's see how it goes down. It's going to be definitely an interesting view. They're all at the start boat at the moment, getting the timing. So we're not into the sequence yet. It'll be a 4-minute countdown. Yellow flag will come up at 2 minutes, down at 1 minute, and then green flag at go. Who is in the final? We've got Enrico Marotti, like I said, he's got the GoPro, and we've got the beast, Johan So from Denmark, 19 years old, absolutely burst onto the scene in the last couple of years, but this is the year, I would say, is his breakthrough year. He's been winning eliminations. He is definitely a force to be reckoned with. We've got Matteo Iachino in the chance of a world title this year, sitting in 3rd place, coming into this event, so keep your eyes on the Italian. Seems very confident from my conversations with him, and I think he is going to be, he's right up there for a world title in 2022. Maciej Rakowski, 2nd place coming into this event. Could it be the first ever men's world title for the Polish rider? Leading Silt until the last race on the last day, and he was pipped just by Amado Vrieswijk. Vrieswijk hasn't made this final though. He's in the runners-up final, so he is slipping down the rankings. Rakowski is in this final, looking good. Then we got Matthias Isaac, another guy who was going great guns over in Silt, finished 5th place in Silt, so 5th place in the rankings, and he's in a chance of a world title. Don't count him out. Mortafon, another guy who's in the chance of the world title, 4th place in Silt. So we've got most of the top riders from Silt who are up in the rankings in this first final here in Japan. This is the last event of the year. The world title, world champion will be crowned at the end of this event in a couple of days' time. We've also got Nicolas Goya, 2021 foil champion. Hasn't had his best event in Silt. I think he finished 9th, so he won't be getting a title, I don't think, this year, but he'll want to end the season on a high and show everyone he's still got the level, which of course he has. And then we've got the young New Caledonian, Basil Jacquin, always putting down the moves. He's got great speed. He's been super consistent. He's put on a bit of weight as well, and that will definitely help him in this foiling discipline. So there you go. That sets the scene. Where are you watching from? Who are you rooting for? Who's going to win the world title? That is what we are about to find out. But we do have a postponement flag on the boat. That's that pennant flag. That's red and white, which means they are waiting. So there must be, maybe they're just waiting a little bit because there's a slight delay. It was meant to start at 15 minutes past. It's now 19 minutes past. So there's a slight delay, maybe just changing the line, changing the course a little bit, but we should be underway very soon. Who's going to win? Come on, who's going to win a world title? This is Kornum. This is Enrico Marotti. Has he come back to the beach? So he did go into the water. He's just come back to the beach. Now he's doing a bit of fiddling. Are we getting some top secret information here? 80, number 4. Well, we'll make of that what you will, people. I'm guessing 80 is the span, and he's probably got at least 4 of them. So he's using number 4. Woo. Let us know what you think of the head cam. You know, is this the future of the sport? Are all riders going to have head cams on? We are live, remember. So, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. Just seen something come through. Wind has dropped. Oh, so the AP flag is up. The sailors back to the beach to change. So that's what's happening. Changing foils, maybe changing equipment. First possible start now is 9:30. So we've got at least a 10-minute delay. Sailors have been given 10 minutes to reassess what equipment they might need for this men's winners final. Remember, this is the first final of this competition here in Japan. We've had a couple of days of racing, but we haven't yet finished an elimination. So still all to play for. On your screens right now, this is Johan So, the Beast. 19 years old. I think he weighs 103 kilos. Did someone tell me the other day? 103 kilos, which is chunky. Chunky monkey, I have to say, for an 18-year-old. Amado Vrieswijk as well, 103 kilos. Is that the weight to be? So a bit of support out there for Matteo Iachino looking on Facebook. Go Basil Jacquin from Alex Granier. We've got Brenda Ruka saying, watching in Canada. Glad they're running in real wind today. Wait, I'll take that back. Yeah, exactly. But look at the wind. There is still wind out there. Don't get, you know, yes, it has dropped, but we are getting wind, no doubt about it. The clouds tell me that. So we should have increasing winds during the day, but there is definitely wind. Compared to yesterday, we have got, I'd say, way more wind than that. Revolt Wind says hello on YouTube. We got Willem saying, good morning, Ben. Thank you for the whole production crew and the stream. Yeah, the boys are doing a great job. I'm just the talker. Go Mateus. Yeah, Mateus Isaac ripping at the moment. Could he get a world title? 5th place. He's going to have to hope for a mistake from the other guys that are ahead of him in Silt. Obviously, he can't win it if those guys finish ahead of him here. But if it was a total mixed round where he finishes first, you know, and it counts back, it could happen. It's mathematically possible. Revolt Wind said he wants more events. Would be cool to have every rider to have a head cam, but first we want more events. Exactly. We've got Storm Windsurfer watching from Bonaire, obviously supporting the Bonaire crew. Amado Vrieswijk not making the final though. Did a really good comeback in the quarterfinals to even make the semi-finals, which was pretty interesting to see, I have to say. I'm sure it's a pretty late night over in the UK, but Simon Pettifer's up, watching from the UK. Looking forward to today's action. Let's get it on. Go Matteo. We are awake, says Kristen Oppendahl. Obviously got some vested interest here. We got Tim saying, so nice to hear you, Ben. Just wanted to go to bed and maybe windsurf tomorrow. Well, you have to, we're going to miss some windsurfing here, mate. Yeah, you don't. We've got to watch the final. At least stay up for the final. It's coming in. The beast is just coming in. This is the Marotti head cam. The word with, have we got sound on there? That could be telling. I'm not sure we should be listening to the sound. It's like one of them spy cams that we have. I'd be scared. It's like, this is bullshit. Let's see. Go Maciek, said Rudiak over in New Caledonia. Yeah, it's going to go on today. No doubt about it. The wind has not come in as early as we were hoping, but you can just see how it's looking out there. I think it's just going to increase the whole time. There he is, Amado Vrieswijk. He's in the runners-up final, so best he can do today is a 9th place if he wins that runners-up final. That was quite a seamless little move. If you're into foiling, that's the way the boys come in. Just tip the board on the side, flip it over, walk in. Obviously, you wouldn't be doing that if there was any shore break around. That's just how I hope we see some big crashes when the wind fills in. I hope we see. No, you don't, surely. We don't want to see. Well, I don't mind big crashes as long as there's nobody getting run over. We saw some kit damage the other day. It looked pretty nasty. Mama saying go mat check. Bit of support for the Polish rider. Sander says boring, boring foiling. Each to their own. Stream Factory saying absolute superb live stream. Watching from Denmark, obviously. Late night, early morning. Get it on. Crack open the beers. What day is it? Is it Sunday night or something? Yeah, maybe not. Got work in the morning. Let's see. Let's see. Like I say, little bit of a delay as the guys are coming in to tune their gear. Benedetti from Italy. He's been going pretty good. I think he's in the runners-up final. In case you're wondering who is in the main final, it's most of the major players. Vrieswijk, probably the only guy missing, but Marotti's there, finished, still on an absolute tear, winning those last couple eliminations. Johan So, the up-and-coming youth, is just absolutely killing it. Yakino, Rakovsky, Isaac, Mortafon. You've got Goya, last year's world champion, and obviously Jack Ann, who is pushing all the time. So a really solid first final, considering the lighter wins that we had to get there. So they've qualified for this final in the lighter wins, and now, we're going to do it in a bit stronger. And I think we're going to see this win just increasing throughout the day. And who knows, maybe we're going to end the day with Finn sailing, which would be quite crazy. Martin Vrieswijk supporting the old Liberty harness there. I've actually just been speaking to Mr. Liberty, the Japanese guy who came up with that harness. It's like a seat harness without the leg straps. So it's like a low waist harness. I've got one to do a bit of a test. It's quite interesting. A few riders using it. It's going to be interesting to see how it performs and what the difference is between that and a seat harness and a waist harness. It's kind of like a little bit of a combo. Actually, what harnesses do the guys use? Has anyone been studying that? Matteo Yakino's there about to get on his board. What type of harness has he got? It's a waist harness. So most of the riders are in waist harnesses. Go Danielle, says Katrin.